Tomorrow's the big day for SoFi, and let me tell you guys, things are looking ugly right now. Not just for SoFi, which is down what, 1.75%, but every index here in the U.S. market is down as well, and the VIX is up over 5.5%. Oil's up 4%, and the metals were down earlier, but now they're creeping back up. So, guys, let's talk. Let's break down SoFi, what to expect, excuse me, and we'll go over the earnings, the estimates. So, yeah, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. And, of course, you guys know I got that double espresso, my second coffee for the day. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Let's take a look here. So, do you all remember the support levels that we were talking about in recent updates? We talked about 25 to 25.20, and we also mentioned 23.80, 23.75, and look at where we're at now, guys. We're essentially filling the gap we did pretty much down to the lows from the middle end of November, which did I not talk about that in recent updates? I think we mentioned that yesterday, that SoFi potentially had more downside here. And here we are. We broke through 25.20, $25 like butter, took out the lows from earlier this month, middle of December as well. And now we filled the gap down to 23.75 pretty much, $24 a share. And the low on the day was 24.05. We held that double bottom, saw a rally you guys see here, but notice we're still in a downtrend and we failed to really break through here. So that's not the best sign for the bulls in the very short term on SoFi. We're seeing all these lower highs being put in on the intraday, and now we're pretty much holding on by a thread at $24. And we have about 30 minutes left of trading. So if this slips under $24, whether it's later in the next 20 minutes, maybe in the aftermarket, maybe tomorrow morning after earnings, we might be going lower here. And I don't know. The thing right now is, guys, we're so beaten up into earnings. At this point, for SoFi to go lower, right, for it to go to $20, I feel like earnings have to be bad, or at least maybe guidance. Maybe guidance, if it comes in soft, that might be what it takes to push it lower here. And at this point, man, we are at a level that, yeah, if we take out 23.75, we're talking about $20 a share again. No joke. $20 a share would be the next gap to fill. And at that point, I might consider buying some shares for the first time in months at this point. And I've said before, look, if it gets back to the high teens, it's definitely a buy there for me. You guys got to do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. But at this point, I got a question on, I think it was TikTok. By the way, guys, follow me on all the other platforms. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. They're all linked down below. Stas Talk Stocks, Stas Surfes. You can't miss me at this point on those platforms with all the videos we're making. But I got a question asking, is SoFi undervalued here? Is it a good price to buy? And for me, technically, it's not a good level here. Considering the breakdown, the descending triangle that we've been talking about, that's been playing out. So on the charts, it's not the best looking buy. And even, price to earnings wise, couple of other metrics, it's a little, it's not overvalued by any means, right? But I wouldn't say it's undervalued. I would say it's at a good price, fairly valued even. And for me, it's just a hold at this point. The reality is, in my opinion, the parabolic move in SoFi has been made already. Sure, you could argue it goes to $100 a share, maybe 75 a share. That's like an extreme bull scenario, right? But at this point, the parabolic move, like I said, really has been made. If you were buying in the low, mid single digits like we were when we first started buying the stock, we've made a lot of money, right? We've made the gains. And at this point, is it a screaming buy at 24? Probably not. But if it starts getting, like I said, down at $20, $18, $17, okay, now we're talking, now we're getting to a better value where I'm looking to buy, coming from somebody that, again, has been in the stock from $5, $6, $7, $8 a share. So at this point, I think it's a hold, and the charts point to more downside here, especially if earnings disappoint. So speaking of earnings, let's see what analysts are saying, what to expect right now, as we do have earnings in the AM. Get ready, man. I'm excited. So heading into the print tomorrow, analysts right now on average on Wall Street have a price target of $27.11. The high price target is $38, with the low being kind of ridiculous, but hey, you never know, $12 per share. And yes, we have to take this with a grain of salt. You know, I'm not out there basing my investments or my trades on Wall Street price targets, but hey, it's fun looking at before earnings. But again, take it with a grain of salt. And the recommendations, based on 22 analysts right now, we have 11 hold ratings, 5 buy ratings, 1 or 2 strong buy ratings, couple sell, couple underperform ratings. So pretty mixed across the board there, but majority have it as a hold. I agree with that. And if we come down here a little bit, recently the latest rating was a maintain rating. It looks like here, or the rating action maintained, their equal weight, Barclays, they raised the price target, it looks like here, to 28 a share from 23. That was about 3 weeks ago. And looking here at the top analysts, we have Needham. They have a buy rating on the stock. Mizuho has outperform on the stock. Citigroup has a buy. You guys can see the rest here. We have, Keefe, Barclays, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Truist, Goldman Sachs. So yeah, that's interesting here heading into the print. And as for the actual estimates here, we have the average EPS estimate at 11 cents. The low is 11 cents as well. The high is 12 cents. And a year ago, they did 5 cents of EPS. And looking at revenue, they have the average at $982 million roughly on the quarter. The low estimate's $959. The high is $1.05 billion. And a year ago, they did $739. So growth is expected at just under 33% on the top line for SoFi. And that puts their full year, they're expecting it at 36% growth. You guys can see here. On average, analysts have them doing $3.56 billion of revenue in 2025. And last year, I guess 2024, 2 years ago, they did $2.61 billion in revenue. Pretty good growth. Again, 36.5% projected year over year from 2024 to 2025. Great growth there. But again, I can't say it enough, man. The chart does not look promising heading into earnings. But like I said in my video yesterday, the last 2 times SoFi reported, it ran up. The stock ran up into the report, and then it sold off afterwards. We can see it here. And more drastically, the last time they reported back in, when was that? October, November? Yeah. Back then, the stock ran up into earnings. Then it saw a pretty decent drop after that. So maybe it's the opposite this time, or the same in the other direction. So now that we're down into earnings, maybe we go up after earnings. So maybe it's the opposite, right? And honestly, guys, I really hope we rip after earnings. I really do. It's been a while since we've seen a nice move in the stock. But again, the technical setup sucks. But hopefully, man, the numbers are good enough to the point where it breaks through here and starts taking out the mid-20s again, 26, 27. That would be major if we start pushing through there. And that's what I'm looking for here on the bullish side. If we start pushing through the moving averages, taking out 26, 27, more upside could come there, especially on good guidance. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm long. And again, if we tank, if somehow, some way this goes down a lot more, I'm looking to buy between $18, $20 a share, and maybe under that if we get there, which quite honestly, I doubt unless we get a big market crash, which I don't think that's going to happen right now. I genuinely don't. And looking at the market right now, we're about to close in 17 minutes. We have Apple's earnings after the bell, and the S&P's ripped into close today. Look, 684 was the low. Now we're at 692. We're up 1.1% off that low. So SPY's recovering nicely. The Qs are as well. We hit 618. Now we're at 627, up 1.5% off the low. And if Apple, guys, If Apple's numbers are strong, that's going to bring up the entire market, you know. And yeah, there are fears around Iran. There's fears around the government shutdown, but that's more so short term. The government shutdown, yeah, there's always going to be geopolitical tensions. And I feel like if we get strong numbers out of Apple, if Amazon and Google come out hot next week, which I think they are, Apple I'm kind of mixed on, to be honest. But if we get some nice pops in these stocks, this could save the market, not save the market like it needs saving, but this could cause the market to really, start to break out again. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited about it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe and check out the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates. We're investing $1,000 a week right now, buying stocks. We're posting all the trades, investments, full transparency on Patreon, guys. So check it out. And there's also a private Discord in there if you're interested. It's linked down below. Also pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video.